Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2000. Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing. They'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Winston. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Winston now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down, Bridgewater. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Ervin.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater now. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 3 catches for him now in this 1st quarter of the Super Bowl. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake. Bridgewater. Complete. It's Ervin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. That is 1st incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. nothing but daylight ahead. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points. It got his man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Look at the spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. To throw is Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Irvin. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Irvin, 68 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run, Chubb, and from the 25 they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Jameis to throw it. Finds his target. It's Gates. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The Chiefs 44-yard line.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Gates with the grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3rd and goal, Winston. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater completes it to Lee. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And able to find Dorsett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Bridgewater. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Bridgewater. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gay's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Out of the gun, Irvin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Irvin. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd down, Irvin. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's easy. It's coming again.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Winston to throw it this time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Winston. He goes full extension, and he's got it. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready? Back, 45, behind. Tackle.
On third down, Winston. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to fire one, and this is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Quincy Enunwa, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Play fake. Bridgewater. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Irvin. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 41, Bridgewater. Dorsett's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check Mike 50.
Winston now. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Bridgewater. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin this drive with Chubb. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Finds his target, it's Gates. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go with Urban to start the drive. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Wild now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. One last shot now for Winston. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, That's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.